Yes, it is true. Moen's Flo Smart Water Monitor and Shutoff is now offering an optional battery backup again. But is this something that you want? If you're not familiar, Flow Technologies came out with a battery backup in September of 2019. This was a lithium battery that you could place between the AC adapter and the Flow shutoff. It gave homeowners more than 3 days of battery backup, where Flow could still protect a house when power is shut off. Even if there's no internet access, the device stores some of your expected usage locally and uses that to keep your home protected. This was a big deal to people. If you remember the Texas freeze, I had a few follow-on conversations with homeowners who specifically wanted battery backup, and that's the determining factor when they chose Flow to protect their house. From February 10th to the 27th in 2021, Texas experienced a huge storm that froze everything. The power went out, and we all know what happens when it's freezing and the power goes out. If you haven't drained down your pipes, that water expands. And when water expands in pipes, they crack. So when everything started thawing, there was a lot of water damage. Let's just say this one event got a lot of homeowners looking for a solution so this would never happen again. Again, Flow's ability to keep a house protected, even when the power was out, is one of the main reasons that people chose Flow. Unfortunately, Moen had to issue a recall on battery backup in April 13th of 2023. Last November, Moen announced the new Flow Shutoff battery backup was available for pre-order, and it is now available on the website. This is great news, right? Well, maybe and maybe not. Let's compare what the new lithium-ion battery does compared to what was available before. The first gen backup battery extended protection up to 4 days. Second gen protects up to 4 hours. The old battery backup was weatherproof and outdoor rated. The new one is indoor rated. Operating temperature. The previous spec says battery backup must not be installed where the ambient temperature can exceed 140 degrees Fahrenheit, 60 degrees Celsius. The new upper limit is 113 degrees Fahrenheit, or 45 degrees Celsius. That means here in Arizona, you should not install it in a hot garage or in an attic. One last part of the technical spec, which I couldn't find on a previous version, is this requirement. After full depth of discharge, the battery must be charged within 12 hours. Please follow the manufacturer's instructions. I'm gonna put it right out there that if I'm in a Texas freeze-like event, I'm not the least bit worried about putting a charge on a battery backup. I'll be all right with having a brick later because there's a lot of other problems in that situation. I'm not sure on that one. I put a question out there, and if I hear back, I will put something in the description or make it fairly obvious. I hope that this eliminates your confusion and frustration up front. There's nothing like looking at a product though and buying it and finding out it's not quite the product you were looking for. This is especially important if you had the old version and expected the same or better performance. There are other systems that have battery backup as an option. FlowLogic is one of them that I've been looking really hard at, and they have a battery backup that lasts up to a week. The shutoff can even go outdoors with a few pieces needing some weatherproofing, but it is an option, even for people like me, where your shutoff has to go outdoors because your plumbing is in a terrible place and there's no way to put it inside a garage or put it indoors. Now, I can already hear the keyboards warming up. I did get a chance to talk with someone from Moen about this product with these questions and thoughts in mind. I didn't know that the average power outage is 2.5 hours long, and I have to believe that Moen knows their market. Let's be real, nobody wants another recall. So going conservative is a good starting point. Not all of us are still reeling from the Texas freeze, and there probably is a group of people that do have fluctuations in their power, and having a short-term battery backup is something they want. But I know that there are going to be comments about UPS options, how much that this battery backup costs. I've seen the reviews in the comments before the product was even available. I am leaving the comments on this video open because let's face it, the YouTube algorithm will love it. But really, I want this to be a forum where ideas are shared and feedback to companies is welcome. Rule number 1, though, let's keep it clean. This is a family-friendly channel, and instead of lighting Moen up, who they're trying to give customers an option, let's keep it constructive. I've included links to the new battery backup, the recall, and the original battery specs in the description below.